Hello, welcome back to the ministry. And I can't even right now. The Lord blesses me that I have the afternoon to myself, and He did it immediately after He gave me a major. When I say major, not just one word, but two. When I tell you I have at least 10 to 12 slides worth of content on my tablet right now, because at first I was sitting there like, how are we going to do this? And then the Lord gave me revelation. He's like, you're going to take photos of what you just wrote on your phone and read it off your tablet. I was like, bet. So that's what we're doing. And I'm about to read my notes, which means I can switch between notes and don't have to cut videos off because I got to go between notes and all that kind of stuff. So yes, we're not going to waste a bunch of time on that. So welcome to the ministry, and this word is good. When I tell you, the Lord had me in here shouting. When I say shouting, I mean shouting. I was worried about the neighbors. It's the middle of the night right now. Right now it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. When I say middle of the night, it's middle of the night. So God gave me the word, and I couldn't sit on this. I had to record it right now because I got the time and the space. So let's work this out, shall we? Oh my goodness. So the Lord gave me, it's almost a continuation of the word that I did on the other day when I was talking about quantum leap. I missed the episode and I came back for the finale tonight, and something in my spirit said, watch the finale. And I was like, I seen a commercial for it for a couple of days ago. And I was like, yeah, I want to check that out because I wanted to see how this was going to go. Because he finally arrived. At least it looked like that. So it's like, what's going on? So I really wanted to know, because after what I left y'all off with, I was like, God, you got something else here, don't you? And when I tell you, God started talking to me about something prior to the episode airing. I was minding my business at 8 o'clock. The voice was on in the background. I was listening to some music, and the Lord started, I don't even remember what triggered the download. I know exactly what it was, but I'm not going to talk about that part until the next word. We're going to start off with this one. So, but it all ties into each other. The way God tied the word that I got earlier with this one, I can't even explain it. But if he hadn't given me that, there's some points in this word I wouldn't have never had. Okay? So, let's get started. We on Quantum Leap. I'm going to be jumping between Quantum Leap and a episode of Angel. Now, Angel is the show that was the separation of from my show, which was Buffy the Vampire Slayer when I was growing up. This show is literally what I call the Kingdom Spouse's Journey. And the Lord hasn't had me watch that show over again. But this episode, I remember so vividly because it was like my favoriteest episode ever. If I remember any episode from Angel, it was this one. Because his Kingdom Spouse came back. It was her guest starring episode on this. And when I tell you, when I bring it in here, you will understand why I brought it in here. So follow me. I know I just spent 5 minutes of time talking about getting us there. But if you stayed for these 5 minutes, You gonna like what are you about to hear. I got rid of the riffraff in that time. If you made it this far, you about to hear something good. Oh my God. Listen, get ready. Get ready. Okay? Here we go. So this is the season finale of Quantum Leap. So Ben Zhang, I called him Lin in the last episode. I don't know where I got Lin from. Actually, I do know where I got Lin from. But that's water under the bridge. He jumps to 2051. Pause. I need to find out what that is in Strong's Concordance because I bet you it's important. You know it was, wasn't it? 2051 was important. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is in Strong's Concordance. 2051. Strong's Concordance, Greek. To contend, to confront, engage in heated debate that results in discord, needless strife. This is the opposite of what Christ is. Now, the Hebrew version of 2051 is a place of unknown location, a part of speech. Why is this relevant? When Ben arrived, he didn't know where he was. Ziggy, the guy that runs the computer, he showed up and he says, "Where am I?" He tells him, "You're in the future." That machine was never supposed to take you into the future. Why do I feel like this is relevant? Jesus give me the words. I want to make sure that I'm saying this right because I'm feeling me right now. I'm feeling it right now. And I don't want to say this wrong. So, the future. I need you to listen to me carefully. For those of you that have been standing with God for your God-ordained marriage for some time, you've had dreams. You've had visions. Some of your visions were from the future, were they not? You've dreamt of your wedding. You've seen your children. You've seen these things before in your dreams. And God has shown you proof through different other events that He's shown you in your dreams, giving you timeline spaces as to how quickly or how long certain things will take. The Lord gave me a revelation over about 5.5 years ago that He showed me last year a confirmation of a dream He'd showed me 5 years prior to that. God is showing you and has been showing you future events. I just wanted to throw that in there because that's what I'm feeling was the reference right here. Okay? Now, Ziggy himself is assumed to be a mole who has been passing secrets. You remember, if you didn't see the word from Armageddon, that's actually going to tie in here too. You may need to watch that after it's in the community posts. It has the actual image, Armageddon, the shakedown. But the secrets, passing secrets, passing notes. God's showing me a scene from a dream that He gave me where He showed me passing notes between me and my spouse. God has been giving you secrets. God showed me as I was preparing to record this, the time 12:22, which represents a scripture that talks about I show you deep secrets and things that you did not know. Follow me. Follow me. We about to go into this. Get ready. The machine is acting up, and Ben's been jumping back and forth, and they have not been able to track him in 2023. So hold on, let me find out what that means. Well, it means to equip and afford by deeds, and it also means mountain or boulder. There's been an embargo between you and your God ordained spouse, a boulder, but obviously you're about to be equipped with what's necessary to remove it. Thank you for that revelation. Take it how you choose. Let me get back to this word. Now, so he's been jumping back and forth. Some of you have also been in a season where it seems like you've been circling around the same mountain over and over again. Can't seem to get to your final destination, can you? That's what he's doing, moving back and forth. Some of your God ordained spouses have been moving back and forth between indecision. I'm going to get a little bit into that in the next word once I get past this one. Your God ordained spouse has been moving back and forth in thought, a little bit double-minded. So can't be pegged as to where his location is. Whether he's up, whether he's down, whether he's for you, whether he's not. Let's keep going. So he ended up in 2051. Remember what I just said 2051 was, right? So Ziggy tells him the quantum leap machine was destroyed, and with that last leap, it took out everyone and everybody died. Your God ordained husband has to move so strategically with the instructions as to what he's supposed to do that if he doesn't move at the appropriate time sensitivity, God's been showing me. I was watching MacGyver the other day, and the thing that I've been seeing, it's an exact timing. In MacGyver, there was a bomb that was going to go off. I'm going to come back to that, actually. God just made that relevant. And him and his partner were going to detonate, or let me say deactivate the detonation of 2 different bombs, but they needed to do it at the exact same time. And there's a moment in here that something else needs to be done exact same time. God, to you, it seemed like, why are you making me wait? Why are you making me wait? What the heck is going on? He's over there and I'm over here. And why is this and then that and the other? What is the world is going on? Why can't we just get this thing together and get this over with? God has been saying the timing is important. This morning he showed me in a dream the word time and the song title, Sign of the Time. Okay? And it's a timing sensitivity. There is such a degree of alignment that God needs from you, your spouse, and potentially some other players in this field that are going to need to be in place. And when everyone, not just you and him, are locked in place, then your husband can come get you or arrange for you to be gotten. Okay? But if he moves, you move, it's going to be, and it's out of sync. Just like the 2 of them that were trying to deactivate the detonation of that bomb. In that particular episode, the 2 of them had to be so in sync And they came to the realization that the feed that they were speaking on was delayed by, I think, either 10 to 30 seconds. If they tried to deactivate the bomb and one was off, the other bomb would have went off. So they came to the realization that they needed to get the bombs as close to each other so that they could sync, and he could create a contraption to make sure that there was a laser pointer between the two bombs so he and the other guy would know exactly when. Exactly when in time to cut the cord. Your God ordained husband needs an exact point in time to open the gate for you. A word is coming up. You may not see it yet. That's coming up talking about your husband needing to open the gate. He has to open it at a specific timing. He can't be a moment before or a moment too late because he got to pull you in and shut the door. If he does it too soon and you ain't ready, it's going to mess everything up, because if you don't move at the speed necessary and he got to open that door and shut it, something else might get in that door that wasn't supposed to. Timing. So the synchronicity of the time frame needs to be on point. Exact point. It can't even be off a few seconds, millimeters. No. It has to be on point exactly. So, with that being said, he has to fight being pulled into the next leap. Your God ordained spouse is fighting off being pulled backwards. Pull backwards into backsliding, pull backwards into anything that is going to be a distraction. He's fighting to remain present in what he needs to do in this moment in order to get done what he needs to get done and get the instructions from God, because there is all kinds of distractions, derailments, delays, all of that in order to try to make him collapse, and he has to stand still in the midst while trying to listen to the instruction that he needs in order to come forth to you. Okay? So he had to use photographic memory in order to take a picture with his mind of what Ziggy was trying to show him. Your God ordained spouse has been shown instructions, much like God shows you instructions, but he showed him in a way that he would be able to understand it and he would be able to gain full capacity of what it was that he needed in order to bring it forth. Your husband has the instruction. I've been hearing this from a couple different people as of lately. Your husband has the instruction. He knows what to do. Even I said it in the previous word. He knows exactly what he needs to do, and he's going to do what he needs to do. But you got to trust him in the process of which he needs to get it done, okay? So, moving to the next. He jumps to 2018. Let me go get that for you, okay? Actually, I got it right here. Hold on. I don't even have to look for it. It is 2018 means feminine overflow of cities. The Lord gave me the scripture from, I'm trying to figure, I always say this and I always mess it up. Hold on, let me get it. Okay, I got it. It's Zephaniah. I was right. But I think he wants me to also touch on Zechariah too, and I know why. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to oppressing cities. Didn't I just say that it meant 2018 means cities. I forgot what cities I meant. Hold on. Let's see. It means feminine overflow of cities. Okay. This chapter talks about the woman in the cities. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted to oppressing city. She obeyed not the voice and received not correction. She trusted not in the Lord. She drew not near her God. Her princes with her are roaring lions. Her judges are evening wolves, and they gnaw not bone till the morrow. Her prophet are light of treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have violence to the law. The just Lord is in the midst thereof, and he will not do iniquity. Ever morning doth he brought his judgment to the light, and he falleth not, but unjust knoweth not shame. I cut off the nations, their towers and desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by their cities, and destroyed so that there is no man, that there is none inhabited. I said, unsurely, thou wilt fear, thou wilt receive instructions, so their dwelling should not be cut off. However, I punished them, they rose early and corrupted all their doings. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day I rise up the prey, for my determination is gathering the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms and pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of jealousy. For then will I turn the people a pure language, that may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent. From beyond the rivers of the Utopia, the supplants, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring mine offering. In the day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away our midst of thee, then that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain. I will also lead in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Lord. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and not and none shall make them afraid. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all thy heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord hath taken away the judgments, he hath cast out thine enemy, and the King of Israel. Even the Lord is in and midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil any more. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let now thine hand be slack. The Lord thy God in the midst of thee is mighty, and he will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love, and he will joy over with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for solemn, and assemble who are of thee, and whom reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at the time I will undo all that afflicted thee, and I will save her that heathen that and gather her that was driven out. I will get them praise and famine in every land where they have been put to shame. At the time will I bring you again, even in the time that I've gathered you, for I will make you a name and praise among all the people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. And let's see, this is Zephaniah. Zechariah 3 speaks about the judgment when the enemy is brought before judgment, and they take Joseph. Yes, I believe it's Joseph. And when they take Joseph before the judgment seat, 126, come on, God, come on, let's talk, Jesus, do it. It is exactly 126. We haven't even gotten there yet. Oh my God, Jesus, you are. Zechariah 3. Okay, it's Joshua. Joshua is brought before the judgment seat, and Satan is accusing him. And in this scene, you hear the Lord say, and the Lord said unto Satan, the Lord rebuke thee, Satan, even the Lord that hath chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is not the brand plucked out the fire? Now Joshua was clothed in filthy garments and stood before the angel. He hath answered and spoke unto those that stood before him, saying, take away the filthy garments of him. And unto him he said, behold, I have caused thine iniquities to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee and change thee raiment. I'm going to come back to this actually, because this is relevant for my next point. Hold on. So, wait. Remember the camera. So, getting back to the point, God also gave me in relation to this 717. 717 is a journey to exaltation, but it also means Armageddon in alignment. 1, 2, 3, 8. A royal crowning. So the Lord showed me as I was doing some research 1238. I've been seeing 1238, but I didn't know that it meant something. I just thought, oh, I saw it. It means a royal crowning, which actually takes me back to what I was just talking about. I said I was going to come back. Hold on. I let, in the same chapter of Zechariah, it says, I said, let them set a fair mitre upon his head. So they set a fair mitre upon his head and clothed him with garments. And the angels of the Lord stood by. The angel of the Lord protested unto Joshua, and saith the Lord of hosts, if they walk their way, and wilt they keep my charge, and thou shalt be the judge of my house, and shall keep my courts, and I will give thee place and walk amongst thee that stand by. And Joshua was then made into the high priest. Exaltation. You about to be exalted, boo. Coming back. Hold on. Because a royal crown was placed, the empires of the ancient history were that opposed God. God is preparing to execute judgment against your enemies, and it's about to go down, okay? Down. And because of that, anything that came up as an idol that opposed God's desire is about to go down. And with that, I need you to go look at the Kingdom Matters word, Clash of the Titans, and I believe it's called Exiting Pergamum. It's like exiting or leaving Pergamum, something like that. And both of them talk a little bit deeper on having false gods exalted to their crowns. Okay? It's about to be on. And you who are imperfect but are being called out and directly disclosed shout. Greek 1238, to put out, to empty, to pour out. Okay? Coming back for the next part of this word. Hold on.